And I'm going to try using Pioneer Woman's colors, or try to match them. Of course, you know it's impossible to, especially, anyway. Here is the gesso. This is what I use, and it's a translucent. It's called gesso. And this is what you put on, you know, I put this on there. Can you see? Right there. And you can use any brush. I like this one for preparing things or painting. And you just put it on, you know. If there's any labels or anything you need to get off of it, then before you put this gesso on. Some people do the front and back, so you know it can be flipped over to a different picture, but I haven't decided if that's what I'm going to do or not. But what I'm doing is just putting it where I'm going to paint. And around hint, you know, that's all it needs, a hint. Green. Okay, now this is my little jar I'm going to be painting. This is the colors I'm going to find. And I've etched a little house in there. And just draw anything. You don't have to be an artist. Just put something down and just do it. Just do it. That's all you have to do. Get your paint. Get you something to paint. And absolutely do it. Okay. I'm going to color some little background colors in here. And, little thing, oh, here it is. Okay. I'm going to use the little colors in this. I'm going to use Okay, I'm selecting paints now that I think will go with the color on the cloth swatch. And those are the colors that I've selected to put together on this painting. Until I keep trying to match it. Sometimes I think I see one color and another color. So that isn't quite, but once you've selected some colors, then you can start painting. Now I did etch my little house on there, as you can tell. Etch anything. If you want to draw a bunny rabbit or a doggy or star or heart, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to draw, and it doesn't have to be perfect. If you look closely, my windows are going to be crooked, and my doors are going to be crooked, and my roof. But here I've added a little bit of highlights to the background colors up in the sky. And I'm going to put a sun in, so I'm going to be preparing an area above the roof there and add a little bit of light where the light would be coming from the sun. Just don't think about it, just paint, you know, just paint. So here I'm just going to try to get the base coat of what my house might look like, and I'm using a white. And you can tell it's light, it's just enough to give me an idea where I'm going with the colors. There's my tree, that tree, and then I put one on the other side, of course. And I just move the brush any way I want. I don't have any great technique or anything. I just get a brush and put it in the paint. And here I've decided, okay, I'm going to make my roof red. I think I have 2 stovepipes, so isn't that creative? And then, of course, I'm washing my brush between the colors. There's my cup of water over to the right. And a paper towel I have in my hand that I get all the moisture and everything out of my colors out of my brush so I can change color. You can tell where I'm leaving the areas that I think I'm going to have some windows at. And anyway, I'm just sort of going with the flow, just sort of what am I going to do with the colors. And when I paint, I don't know, I just paint. And you will too. Just pick up the brushes and keep putting the colors on there you like and see if you like them. Nothing, you can't be wrong. Even if it's a crooked, don't try to be perfectionist. I know some artists are great. I mean, their detail and all the spaces, but just enjoy it. I use several brushes, as you can see there to the right. I couldn't tell you what they are. I say this one I like, this one I like, this one I like. And the more you paint, uh, the more you realize what brushes work best for you in certain situations. I would advise if you had some kind of lazy Susan or something that you can put your artwork on so you could turn it around as you go. You'll know I do that a lot, trying to keep it in the frame, but to make sure that I can get all the light that I need, because I can't see very well. It seems like there's not enough light in my work. On my work to see, but here I just putting in the windows, just whatever. Haven't decided what they're really going to look like yet, so saying, okay, I like the red. If I had a house like this, how would I paint it? And of course, I'll have to find a flower box somewhere. And I think, oh, my door's going to have to be cool. It's because it's going to be a different kind of door. And again, I'm still working with the same colors that I picked out from the Pioneer Lady's uh, color mat on her material I have. I'll have a tablecloth, and that gave me the inspiration of the color. The house itself, I was just thinking, pretend house. Where would I like to go? Yeah. If I had any place and I could go, where would I go? What kind of house would I live in? And I imagine that I've moved in this house and I'm building it or restoring it, and I noticed that there's some trees growing at it, and I say I'm gonna leave the trees because I like the way they framed the house, and I'm sure they're planted there to block the wind on the corner of the house. That northern wind in the winter can be pretty cold. And with my trees on the north corner there, I still have my windows are going to get sunshine in the summer. So I'm thinking, okay, in the winter, so I can bring my plants in. And that's what I'm thinking as I'm building my little house. And saying, okay, I'd like to have that sticking in where I look out the window and I'm in my rocking chair and I can see that branch sticking in the window there, and I can see a bird, maybe a cardinal, sitting down there. The trees are, for me, very difficult, so I just use them as smudges, more or less. I don't have any real style with trees, but I love them. And here I got up at 2 in the morning, decided I better get some other ideas on this little house, because this is going to be my little house. So at first I thought, well, I'll put wood siding on it, and so I made the little lines with a pencil and give me some idea, and then thought, well, okay, then I'm going to look like that it's built like that now. But I change all the time as I paint. Now I'm going, nope, not a red or an orange roof. It is going to be blue. And I'm going to make it a pretty blue. So now I've changed the color of the roof. You can do anything you want when you paint. You really can. And so I decided I'd paint down on the house. And I said, no, I don't. So I just took a pencil up and a paper towel and removed the paint. I'm going with the real blue on the roof line. If you notice at the top, I've made a little windmill, just sketched in with pencil, so I can either leave it in or take it out. But I noticed in England, some of the houses had little, that's not wind, what do they call those things on top of the house? They're not windmills. Weather vane, that's what it is, weather vane, or something like that. Anyway, I'm too old to remember all these details. So I've decided now, okay, the house is going to be white. That's just what I'm going to do. Finally, Barbara has decided. Now, if this was you, you might want your house yellow. Yellow with a blue roof. Or yellow with a green roof. Or orange roof. You might want a square door. Square windows. Or no windows. I'm holding that spoon there because my hand shakes and it's annoying to me. And when it does, it I don't know, it just irritates me. So by leaving it, by holding that spoon and pushing hard, it will stop shaking and I have a little more control over my hand. But it comes and goes. You know how our bodies are adjusting to old age. Now I'm going back and I said, okay, I'm going to try to pick up some colors from the material swatch. So I think I'll bring those colors in. See how I'm turning it where it's easier for me to use my brush. You don't want to turn your hand so much. And I'm making little bricks up there in the, I know the lighting's not good, but what I'm doing is making little bricks up there in the chimney because I think it's cute when you do that. And then add a little bit of a shade lighter or darker for the cap. It seems to give it a little more character. It has worked for me. And now I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do next? So then I'm going to say, okay, I've committed. I'm going to put little tiny window frames in here. Now I'm going ahead and, I just like putting yellow in windows. Just sort of gives it light or color. I don't know, happy. I like yellow a lot. And you'll find almost anything I paint, Okay, as you see, I'm getting ready to paint the Sketched in Flower. I just freehanded, didn't really know how to plan. I just sort of etched something in there that looked like something I thought it should look like. And just added the colors that I wanted, that I thought I wanted. But use your imagination. Choose whatever color you like. If you want a pink flower or a red flower or blue flower or purple flower, it doesn't matter. Just paint. Don't worry about lines wouldn't look straight or anything. Just paint. Trying to add that little. Here I am working on the door. So I'm bringing colors from the flower that I think would matches the swat of the piece of material I had. And then I'm trying to decide now. I don't think I like that. Don't like that. Oh no, I don't like that. So then I just filled it in for a while, see if I like that. And then I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to get away from that for a while and paint with my leaves. So I used the color I thought would work. It wasn't necessarily the color I wanted, but I'll be changing it probably 2 or 3 times till I get the right color that I like, or when I get through painting and having fun. So when it stops being fun as you paint and you get tired and you can't make decisions, it's time to put that brush down. Take a break from it. But if you're like me, I just work and work until I almost destroy it. Because I keep painting. My imagination goes a little crazy. I just, like I put the colors that I put in the leaves, that yellow green, I put it on the rocks around the house, the foundation. This is the way it came out. This is the finished um, sign. And you tell I just took a pen, colored pen set, and outlined what I wanted to outline. And what I'll do is just sign my name, spray it with a clear finishing gloss,